What's up, JW here, and today we have the weekly setup review of Monday Night Raw. Starting off the show, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came out, pretty much just talking about how Night of Champions will be facing Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Then the Judgment Day came out, and they were saying, well, so we should be facing you guys. So the main event will be Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest. After that was The Miz versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Somewhat of a decent match, but not super good. Shinsuke ended up winning, pretty mid, but whatever. They put on a decent match because the rest of the show was pretty boring. The Intercontinental Battle Royal was probably the best thing of the show, in my opinion. Intercontinental, it was whoever wins faces Gunther at Night of Champions. Gunther came out staying unannounced. That's first time being on Raw. The rest of the Imperium being out there. It was actually a pretty good Battle Royal. Matt Riddle really did good, and he was getting close to winning, and Gunther noticed and had the Imperium attack him, and he got eliminated because of that and got distracted. And Gunther and Matt Riddle kind of got face to face, so I think that's setting up a thing with them. Pretty good. Bronson Reed and Ricochet pretty much ran the whole match, and one of them was about to win, and stupid Mustafa Ali drop kicked them both off the ring just like this. And Mustafa Ali won. I literally could care less about Mustafa Ali, and he's just going to get absolutely destroyed by Gunther at Champions, which I'll be fine with him destroying him because Mustafa Ali sucks. Also, during the show, Corey Graves was having an interview, like pre-recording through the show. They kept on showing parts of it with Seth Rollins talking about his career and stuff, building up the World Heavyweight title match. Becky Lynch had a promo pretty much talking about Trish Stratus. Absolutely boring, mid. Could care less about. Dominic Mysterio and Xavier Woods. Last week they had a good match. Exact same match. Set up the exact same. Dominic wins by cheat. I literally could care less about this match. Give me something else. This was so boring. Half of the show was so boring, man. I hardly could watch it. I literally left the room half the time. But, of course, my boy always can send me the good part of the show. 3 minutes of the show pretty much was the best part. Was Cody Rhodes' promo setting up Night of Champions, man. He hyped it up. He got it. Everybody gets excited when Cody's talking because he's so good on the mic. And Cody got me hyped up for Night of Champions. The Brock Lesnar match, not as much as if he was champ, but whatever. That was literally the whole entire show. Besides, the main event was Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Damian Priest, Judgment Day and Finn Balor. So, they actually had a pretty good match going back and forth. Imperium ended up coming out. Paul Heyman was on the stage watching, and Imperium got involved because because last week, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat them. The ref wasn't paying attention. They attacked Kevin Owens, and then also they attacked Sami Zayn, so they held him by the foot. Finn Balor did jumping stomp thing to the chest of Sami Zayn's, and the Imperium pretty much screwed him over, and Judgment Day was able to pick up the victory. It was not for the titles or anything, but Imperium screwed over Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn while Paul Heyman was on the phone with Roman Reigns on the phone with him. But overall, the show, in my opinion, absolutely boring. This was like a Monday Night Raw that Vince McMahon would run like a year or two ago. It was so boring, so bored. The only time I was entertained was the Battle Royal and Cody Rhodes match and somewhat of the tag team match. And Cody Rhodes isn't even a match. He just had a promo. The show was so boring. I'm going to give it a solid 2 out of 5. Absolutely terrible. If it wasn't for Cody and the Battle Royal, I'd literally give it probably a 0.5 out of 5. If you take this out and this out, they probably could get it to a 1 out of 5 because they had a decent match. Otherwise, the show was so boring, and there was barely anything. But overall, this show sucked. Sadly, it just sucked. I hope it gets better because if it keeps being like this every week, I might be done watching. I will just have to see. But this is JW. Make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for more wrestling figure content and more week setups, reviews. But we'll see if how boring this gets, because this Monday Night Raw was really boring. Last week just was a hair boring. This one, it got me to the point I didn't even watch any. Pretty much, there was a couple women's matches, didn't even watch it. I walked out of the room several times during Shinsuke's and Miz's matches, several times during the tag match. I hate doing that, but it just got really boring. It was almost like a waste of time. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for more wrestling figure content.